Would you ever date a man who makes much less than you?
No.
Okay. Not happening.
No.
Well, I'm a teacher, so I make no money, so probably no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think money is like the big issue. Personally for me, like I want to have like a super big income and successful, but it doesn't really matter for the guy.
I don't think so. I like to be with someone that it could be financially stable and help me to grow. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think I
You
would.
sure about that?
I think so. Yes. Would I do it again? Probably not. I think I've learned my lesson.
That was your friend, by the way.
Yeah. I retract that statement because I was drinking a lot of tequila.
Okay, because what I was about to say is every single girl, when I asked, would you date a guy who makes less than you? No.
I was nervous to go on that.
And then little Victoria's like, yeah, well, I guess so. I want to make. So, but you know how they say, you know.
Drink tequila. Oh my
exactly.
God.
Once you start drinking,
the tequila truth comes out.
Exactly, the truth starts coming out. So
I dated a lot of like guys who don't make a lot of money.
Okay. Well, how's that worked out? I'm being serious question here.
I mean, look at me.
No, stop it. You're not going to play the victim here. You're too good of a girl. But you dated a broke guy.
I dated a broke guy, but they had like a drive to like. They were working on themselves. Like they were driven.
They're ambitious.
Yeah, they were working on working on their like whole brand and like building themselves. So like I'm not going to judge them at where they were at the moment, but once they stop working on like it's when you're broke and you're complacent too. I'm just like, okay, so what you doing? Like, are you working towards your goal? Like, where are you at? Because everyone's got to start somewhere. So I can't like judge someone on their journey. Like,
yeah, and especially if we have got young people watching, 21, 22, 23, like they're just getting their career started. Hey, I was the brokest one of my friends until I actually started getting serious about my future and my income. Like, and it took me till I was 27. I was proudly like, yep, I'm the couch guy. You know,
yeah, but you gotta see someone serious about like going for their. I mean, there's been a time where I've been completely broke, had $0 in my bank account, and like, but I was still like had this drive, and I was still going, I was still hustling, I was still moving. And if I see a guy who maybe doesn't have as much money as me, but he's hustling, he's moving, and I can see he has like, okay, that's his goal, like he's going to it. That's hot to me.
Yeah, too. Well, basically what I was getting at is that ambition, women are attracted to confidence and ambition. Yes?
Absolutely.
So even if you're young and you're like, I don't have a lot of money, which we all were there when we were in our early 20s, you can tell, as a woman, you could tell the guy that's like, damn, man, I'm working. They're getting up, they're working, they're driving, they have ambition. You can tell rather than the guy who's just taking bong hits every day and just, I don't know, I'll figure it out, bro. There is a difference, yes?
There is a difference, yeah.
Okay.
There's a difference.
But back to this question, there's no way you would date a guy who made much less than you.
Nope.
Not even gonna happen. You've had that bad experience.
Yep, never again.
Would you date a woman that made much less than you? Hypothetical question.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's I'm again like I'm pretty independent. I'm very someone that just wants to I think as men we like to provide like that. Same with like them whatever roles that they want to play. I think that whatever fulfills you in the relationship is really what you should be focusing on. And again, the line of communication, like what is it do you want to do? What do you like to do? What fulfills you? And don't force something to happen just because maybe society wants you to. Like if it's the ass backwards. Like if you wanted to, for example, a woman was like, oh, I don't care if the guy makes no money. As long as the guy can handle the power, the shift. Because that's where I see that could be an issue. I could see the guy being like, well, I don't feel like a man, so I can't handle this. Or you can get a guy that's just like, I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it's rare for something like that. Like very rare. But for me, I like to provide. I think that gives me purpose.
Got it. You want to respond to that?
I love it. I mean, I think he nailed it. I think a masculine man, a good man, he wants to provide. And he wants his woman to feel safe, and it doesn't matter how successful she is. He wants to make sure that that he honors her. So I mean, as a woman, when I'm with a man, I honor him, and I'm expecting for him to do the same to me. Yep, you just honor in different ways.
Thoughts on that, Victoria?
I agree. I mean, I agree. Like, I want the man to provide. Like, even though my mom and dad were both wildly successful, whatever, with both what they did respectfully, my dad was always the provider in the situation. My mom just could, afford to go shopping with her own money, but like my dad was always the provider. And even in the relationships where I knew the guy made a little less than me, like he still took me out to dinner. Like he still tried. And I think I was like, hey, I admire that and why he's hustling. So there's a lot of respect because people can't expect someone, it's rare now, like you just come out of the gate and you're rich unless you have a trust fund. So
no, that's not.
And
I don't think anybody expects
and
that.
In dating, you can't expect like, I think a lot of women need to expect like guys are just not automatically rich. They got to work for it too. So like I appreciate when a guy is like hustling and working just as hard as I am.
Yeah, our friend Rollo, author of The Rational Male Intersexual Dynamics, he says that women are and men must become. Do you know what that means? Like women, like he gave a story. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Andrew Tate actually. And he said, I was on a yacht, billionaire's lot. Right, and I was on there, and it was 100 women. This is Andrew Tate, and there were 4 dudes, and 100 women. Do you know what those fucking 4 dudes had to do to get on that yacht?
So true.
Did you know how much money they had to make, and how much influence they had to make, and how much they had to contribute to society just to be on that yacht with those 100 women? And what did those 100 women have to do? Buy some fucking lipstick. And that's the difference. But when they say women are and men must become, men must become. But again,
I got that.
Clarity for a man. It's harder to do. It's harder to become. But at least you know what you need to. So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another. Or if you want to watch the entire Soscast, click right here.